Hey everybody, welcome. We're gonna get started very shortly here. Might need a minute, but we should be good to go. I hope y'all have had a great week so far, and hope everyone's doing good. Just pulling up the chat here. Just gonna test my cameras here. So we're looking at the main part of the layout here. This is the big circle. I don't know if you want to call that a peninsula or whatever, but a lot of train traffic through here. Got this set up as well. This is just in the downtown area there. I should really paint right above the backdrop. I should paint that black, like the wood framing there, so that it more or less disappears. But it'll be a job for another day, I think. And we've got the me cam. Hi everybody. How's it going? Okay, so we got the chat up here. So we're just about ready to go. Normally I start around 12-ish, but I had some work to do this morning. So I didn't go earlier. Sometimes I go earlier, I don't know. But today we're running trains. It's been a few weeks since I was able to do this. Just busy. I get busy sometimes, and I do like to jump on every so often and run some trains for everybody and talk hobby and whatnot. And if you want to see something run in particular, then I can definitely do that. I had a couple of ideas for a couple of different trains I do want to run today, including an ethanol train, or a grain train I should say, and possibly a big gondola train as well. So I'm going to stop that one right there. And I'm sure it's coming around the helix here. Somebody let me know when they see that. And I want to say hey to everybody who showed up so far. And those people are Brad's Trains. How's it going, Brad? And New Haven in N-Scale. What's going on? The Plumber. What's going on, Plumber? And Perry, Trains by Perry. How are you doing today, Perry? Trackside Mike. Drop a like for Trackside Mike. How's it going, Mike? Joe Rader in the Black Rock Central Railroad. How are you doing today? Good morning, or should I say good afternoon, because it's just about 12 o'clock here in Ontario, Canada. So hope everybody's having a lunch right about now. Me, not so much. I had a late breakfast, almost, I guess you could call it a brunch. I built a brunch bagel and I ate it. So, okay, so this one's going down. So I'm trying to think of what do I want pulling what, and I think I want that pulling my grain train because it's pretty big. So I'm gonna have to get that one back up there. We'll check in with that one in a minute. Do I have a hamster? No. I can guarantee you my cats would put it between two pieces of bread and eat it for breakfast if that was the case. It's I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this until it comes around and I can verify. I think it's a Rapido tanker, a Procore. So I'm gonna listen for it here. It's that one. It's that one. Yeah. So I think I might have to do something with that at some point, anyways. But either way, all is well in Barhaven. Good. Good. Hope you're enjoying that construction down that way. I'm glad I don't have to take the highway anymore because that would be a pain. Yeah. Not great, but whatever. Anthony Dodge and the Model Train Outsider. How's it going, Anthony? All right. So, let's run some trains, shall we? Well, we're already running a train, but I have to build those trains first. Rail Fair Kingston, Saturday, October 22nd. Yeah, that's the Kingston show, the Rail-O-Rama, I believe. I might go to that. Thinking about it. Hey, Paul, by the way. Yeah, I was thinking about going to Rail-O-Rama. Not sure, though. Not 100% yet. I do believe I have that day off as per my normal schedule. But when you have a day off like that, it just means that you're going to be busy doing other things, probably. I hope not. I hope I can get out to Kingston there. It's only a 2.5 hour drive for me, so not too bad. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Not Rail-O-Rama? Did they change the name of it? I thought it was Rail-O-Rama. And we got James, Dundas Junction Model Railroad. How's it going, James? How's the vacay? We missed you on Monday, but we did see that you popped in there, and it was good to see you. And if you guys want to see a really good live show every Monday night at 7 o'clock, you can always join in on Dundas Junction and Trackside Mike's live. They always do a great job of entertaining all of us. Sometimes it's for 2 hours, sometimes it's for 3 hours, but they hold it down and they do a really good job of it. So check this out, guys. I'm going to be featuring this a little bit later in the month, but I got that up there within the last 24 hours anyways. And yeah, I thought it was nice to just kind of cap that off there, and it's kind of like one of the first things you see when you walk into the room. And also, because I do a lot of the shots of the layout and whatnot, I thought it would be a nice little representation there. And of course, you see the little train going around, which is also nice. So, fun. That's what we do here. And if you guys want to add like decals or this is a vinyl. It's kind of like a vinyl wrap that was cut specifically into letters and whatnot. If you guys want something like that, watch for Keeping Track. I'm going to give you all the information right at the end of the month. It's the very last Thursday of the month at 7 o'clock, just before GVO After Dark. I also did my car as well, so you'll be able to see the whole process of how I put that on there, and I wrap my car as well, so that was kind of neat. Hey, it's Dwight Curley. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. Alright, so let's see what we can do here, because I know that train is going to be coming up, and I do want to use that locomotive for my grain. So I'm going to move my Norfolk Southern forward, because it's probably going to end up taking a lot of the cars that are on the CN train right now. Hopefully it can pull all of them. I think it will, but we'll see what happens. And kind of waiting for things up here. Been doing a lot of work on the layout, and I do have a layout update that will be coming out very soon. So you just watch for that. And we're slowly making our way up the helix here. I'm going to turn up the speed a little bit because it is mainline technically. So we're going to fly up this thing, yeah? I think it's going to have to go through most of the layout in order to get where I need it to go. But that's okay. That wheel is a pain though, let me tell you. Yikes. There really is a hamster on that wheel. I think I'll bring this down here and get another shot of this, because I know that the train is going to be going by here very shortly. And I don't really have the sound on. I can put the sound on if you guys want, but sometimes I like just running the trains like this, and I can hear the click-clacking and the squeaking, the squeaky wheel. That's just how they work, I guess, huh? But yeah, we're gonna switch to a different camera in a minute here. I'm just checking the chat. Split Rock is in the chat. How's it going, buddy? And we're going to switch over to this camera here. There we go. Yeah, you can barely see the roof now. It's just the backdrop, and you can kind of see the buildings there. And this is really setting a scene for the future here. And we're going to just... Is it live? Is it still live? Okay, good. Okay, yeah, I don't know why that happened. Sorry about that. Yeah. Hopefully not, Chris. Sometimes my internet just naturally sucks. It's supposed to be good, but it's not. And that could have also been a combination of a few other things. Like, I don't know, the Wi-Fi? Beats me. I have no idea why it does that sometimes. Alrighty, so we're just waiting to get to the top here so that I can switch over and take some of this grain. And we're at the top, which is good. Whoops. And we're going to be doing this. So we're just coming in here. You can see I already have my grain train set up there. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here and do one of these because I don't have automatic uncouplers. And we're just going to go forward a little bit through the switch. I wonder if I can bring you guys closer. Of course I can. Come on. It's on a slight curve here, so that might be... Actually, you know what? I want to back it up anyways. Sorry. Because the other train's got to come in here. So I'm just going to back that up a little bit. Okay. And we're just going to throw this switch again. We're going to come back and we're going to grab these other cars here. I wonder if that connected. Yep. Oh man. I like it when it like just flawlessly connects and there's no issues. Come on. It's because this one is an Atlas, which is not great. They are on a curve, which is not great. Okay, I'm just going to wait till it goes on the straight there. Come on. It's not on a straight, that's why. Go a little bit faster so I can just kind of hurry this part along here. There we go. Wow, that took way too much effort. Okay, but it's off. Hey Dennis, how's it going? Happy belated birthday. And are we connected here? We are not. It's probably because of the curve. This was probably the worst idea. It's fine. I'll live. Okay, so let's start that one off real slow. Oh, in the other direction. And M&M Rails, how's it going? Now this grain train is basically chasing the tail of the NS unit up here, so that's why it's going significantly slower. Because I want the mixed manifest train there to get significantly farther away, so that they're not chasing tails, basically. The answer to number 7 is why. Just kidding, they can't hear me. I'll just show that for a minute. Just so we're waiting for a train here. Because technically, this one will be going up and around there anyways. Name that brand of a squealing sound. No, we already established what it was. If the squealing feels like it's a bit too much, I can always turn on the sound, but then you'll barely be able to hear me. Which is probably fine for most people. So. Yes, I'll be planning on changing my channel name to Go Squeak or Go Squeal. That'll be next week. PSAP. That sounds like the kind of sound I make when I'm trying to get somebody's attention. Hey, you over there. Hey Luke, I can actually do that. For most of it anyways. The cameras I have don't go through tunnels, the helix, and some of my bridges. But the rest of it's good. I could show you if you'd like. And we have Ace Train 3106. How's it going? How are you doing today? Mark wants to know which one is squealing. It's this one. It's the Rapido. It's the Rapido tank car that's squealing. Do I play Train Simulator? No. I think I might have tried it at one point, but, you know, between doing this and then going upstairs and playing video games, I like shooting video games and whatnot, you know, so I don't really do much of the simulators. My kids and I are big into Fortnite, so we do a lot of that. And of course, Grand Trunk always hits that one spot on the layout and decides to jump the rail, so I have no idea what's going on with that. This is my version of Train Simulator. Now, the two trains are actually meeting on the helix, which is always neat. And I have to stop the one here so I can get this wheel back on. There we go. Alright, you can go again. Thank you. And of course, you're going to see the CN one coming in here through the yard. No, my online name for video games is not Go VR Go Home. I've been playing video games since I was like 3, but playing online at least 10 years or so, 10, 15 years. I don't know. When did the first Call of Duty come out? Call of Duty 2. That was a classic Xbox 360 game. Mark, what are you teaching them? You gotta make some brighter futures there. Give that kid an A. Hey, smart kid. I hear that wigwag. A lot of them with the flashing colors and stuff. Oof. Yeah, it gets a bit much, but anyway, those rail cars, or the gondolas, or not gondolas, the well cars. The well cars look good. And it's tagging Tim from They Make It Like That. Oh. Why now? There we go. Probably walked in front of the shot. I wonder if that will... Nah, I'm okay here. Thanks, bruh. Oh, definitely. So is it possible to say, of the 20 of you, 19 of you watching, It's one of you did this. Nope, I take full responsibility despite the fact that it was an Athearn coupler. Or no, sorry, not Athearn, Atlas. Atlas coupler. My fault for not changing. Hey, Split Rock. Go via or go ho-ho. Well, true funny story about that. So I got, like, these decals here that you see, I got some for my car as well. And my wife is like, has your logo always looked like that? And I'm like, what, red? And she said, no, like with that squiggle at the end. And I says to her, I mean, for the most part, like when I type it in on a computer or whatever, it looks like it literally says go, and it literally looks like it says via, and the M is actually an M. But when I do my logo, and when I, present the logo as a logo, the go is the logo for go, and the via is the via logo, and then the M is actually the chevrons from Ontario Northland. And she's like, kind of looks like it says go via or go ho. And I'm like, yikes. I mean, kinda. But at the same time, it's like, unless you're a trained person, you probably won't get that. And that's really all I'm, geared towards. The trained people. Which auto rack? There's so many auto racks. I've got blue auto racks. I've got yellow auto racks. I got turquoise. No, I don't have a turquoise auto rack. I've never seen a turquoise auto rack. Oh wait, actually I have. Rock Island. Well, it's not turquoise. It's like a baby blue. Okay, so never mind. Oh, grain train's going strong here. Train people, my people. I like making conversations with trained people. There you go. It's a good thing I remembered that switch. Otherwise, that would have been messy. Check out this scene. I've been working on this thing, like, so much. All of them. Send him all of the auto rack. When I look at it like this, it looks like the train is really big for the area. But that's HO stuff. Yeah, working real hard on this area here. I still got to glue this ballast down, but I figure if I run the train over it a couple of times, it'll knock all that stuff down a little bit. Everything seem cool again, and then I can just glue it down. Oh, it's true. It's true, Split Rock. It's a real thing. It's a very real thing. that's kind of cool. The train's going over the bridge up top while the other train's in the back there. I did not plan for that, but it was a happy accident. Did I say hi to CP368 yet and Split Rock? I'm pretty sure I said hi to Split Rock. But, yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There goes the grain train. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that mixed manifest and I'm going to pull out some gondolas and run a gondola train because that's always fun. And I'm going to run my M420 because the M420 is an amazing puller. A. B. It looks cool. And I'm excited to get another one at some point. So, there's that. Let's see here. That's true. That's true. I just got to set up more industries. I've got a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got about 4 set up so far, but they're not completely operational. So that's what I've been kind of working on, along with some of the aesthetics. Trying to get everything in place. But also trying to make sure that my main line is like tops as well, because without a good main line, it's like, what are you doing? Of course, I like to set up new areas to take pictures and whatnot as well. So you'll see a lot of that often. More industries. Yeah, I have a whole ethanol thing that's going to be going on the top level, but yeah, still working on that. I got a lot of the kits, but I need to raise the land and then figure out my track plan for it. I do have the track that exits from the main line to it, but that's all I got so far. Oh, that'll be neat. You should get him to join in. That's actually why I haven't, like, I was supposed to have a washer and dryer dropped off like 2 weeks ago. And then when they did show up, which was supposed to be on a Wednesday, I couldn't. Because I'm like, well, I got to be available so that I can help if it's necessary, or, you know, kind of point in the direction. And then when they did show up, after waiting for several hours, the front of the washing machine was like bashed in. And they're like, oh, guess we're gonna have to take this back and not install any of it. And we'll be back next Wednesday. And it's like, oh, but Wednesday is my day. It's train day. It's also technically my day off, so. But after much sadness, I was able to do laundry again, which is great. So. But then, yeah, I, you know, obviously missed out on doing a few lives there because of it. So, I mean, it happens. It really happens. But what can you do, right? Life's always getting in the way. Now, this is an area that really needs some trees. Let me tell you, there needs to be so many trees here. So many trees. As soon as I get ahead of this double crossover here, or not double crossover, but a crossover, I should say, I have to throw the switch. I'm going to park all these cars on the siding. I wonder how much of the siding it'll actually take up, but we'll cross that bridge in a minute. That's awesome. I pushed one button and it threw both switches. That's the way I do that. Yeah, it's kind of a pain, right? Because it's like the dryer itself, like the original dryer, just stopped drying clothes. And because it's that time of year where you can't just, well, I think I'll hang, you know, stuff outside, you know, like a clothesline or something, just so that things will dry, you know. Nope, can't do that. And, you know, it's just that too cold weather, you know, to be able to do that. Really? Again? Probably because of the weight. Well, hopefully it's mind you, I'm not sure how old the washer and dryer are. Like, we don't own them, so. Hey Randall, how's it going? Thanks for joining us today. Okay, so that loco has been dispatched. And there's another train coming into the yard here. A bunch of goobers. Well, I might know where I can find some H.O. Stale goobers. I definitely encourage anybody who, if you go to a show, a train show, and you do see Bernard there, Bernard from Mini Prints, he does do 3D scans. And what I would really love is if everybody had a chance to do a 3D scan, and I'm sure eventually he's going to offer it through the website where, you know, of course, if you have yourself as a 3D person, then we're able to purchase that and then paint it up and put it on the layout. So if you ever have the option, definitely get scanned. Myself, I've been scanned, but I'm waiting on a special project for that. I know Bubs has been scanned. Bub031. Mike, I believe Mike was scanned. Trackside Mike. And I'm not sure if James was, but I know we were all at the same place at the same time, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Woodstock Train Show, October 16th. Yeah, that's pretty soon. That's coming up. I don't know if this is cheating or not, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because this siding here isn't completely powered yet, so I have to take all my gondolas that are just sitting there. Oops. And I've got a lot of my weathered ones too, so you'll be able to see the weathering and graffiti that I did on those. Because they're like done. Sorry. What number was my M420 again? Sorry. Broke the cross. 2557. 2557. Oh, how come it's still 03? It's still 03? I haven't changed it yet? Oh my gosh. I have to get on that. I'm going to send it up to the top here where I will add more gondolas. Okay, Tim has one of those unique faces that you can't miss. You'll see him. Or at least you won't miss the hat. Randall is asking if I know anything about a model railroad that goes by the name of the Crystal Valley Railroad. You just got 4 customized Athearn locomotives with that name on them. To be honest, I have never heard of Crystal Valley, and it sounds almost as though it just says, like you said, it is customized. I could very easily call my layout Crystal Valley and, you know, have my own, whatchamacallit. It did it again. SD9-3 and 2 GP40 cowl body units. Oh, neat. Well, regardless, it sounds really cool. But yeah, no, it doesn't ring a bell. And if anybody else in the chat there, if you've heard of Crystal Valley, then let us know. But yeah, it doesn't sound familiar. Steve is just busy today. We're trying to have a meeting here, Steve. Train enthusiasts. Tell them you're already in a meeting. Railroaders Anonymous. Oh, I don't know if you can see that or not, but the back wall there, where I had all my vinyl records, I actually moved them upstairs. My wife said, let's move them upstairs, because can't really enjoy them when they're down here. So we ended up moving them up to the loft area there, and I hung all of them. So that was fun. Been doing a lot of little jobs here and there. So. I'm like the designated picture hanger guy in the house, so I get stuck with all the fun jobs. Just like that one. A Wednesday afternoon support group meeting. That's right, and this will continue tomorrow night over on Tim's channel for Third Rail Thursday at 8 o'clock because we support each other like that. So make sure you tune into that and say, hey, Tim. Freelance. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. Yeah, it honestly sounds like a freelance railroad. Ooh, the SAS cars in N scale? That might be a tough one. Mine are from PWRS. I'm not entirely sure if they have them in N scale, gotta be honest with you. Bub031 would know for sure. I can find out from him. Or if you check the PWRS website, see what they got. I'm sure you'll be able to find something. Bachman, Bachman has a few different ones. Some are kind of, dare I say, foodie, but yeah, tough. It's a tough call. Let me know what you think of these graffitis here. I don't know if Tim is still here, but Tim, no judgment, no judgment. Not the first two, because the first two don't have graffiti on them, but the rest is like weathered and... I don't know if you can even tell. It's hard to tell. They all look a little different. You can kind of see the weathering. This one here has that Risk graffiti on it, but... I do need some crossings for this thing, like ASAP. The Ancaster show is in December or November. Yeah, there's a few shows coming up. Excited to see something. Anything, really. At this point. Alright, so the train's going to come up here a little bit. I need to be able to get those cars in the back there. And, why is that off the rail there? I wonder what did that. And of course, it's off. Well, at least it gives me an opportunity to grab those cars. Whoop. Come on. Why is it, might have to put a caboose on the end of this too. Okay, let's vote for a caboose. Wide Vision or Point St. Charles? Wide Vision or Point St. Charles? Or should I say Angus? Angus or Point St. Charles? Angus. Seeing one for Angus. You guys are calling the shots here, so do you know if it's Angus or Point St. Charles? I'm good with either. I mean, that's really all I got anyway, so if I'm being honest. Let's be honest, I just have the two. Where are these going? One's going up and one's going down. So I'm gonna put this one up. And I'm gonna point that over there so you can see them. I'm seeing a couple of Angus. Angus. Oh, there's a hair. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Well, Angus is technically my favorite caboose anyways, so. Angus, Wide Vision, Caboose. More of these should be arriving in stores in the near future. A little bit of dust, not too much, all good. And it lights up as well, but, you know, whatever. These are great for mow trains, for sure. And you still see a lot of them today. Most of them are on, you know, tracks that aren't connected to the rest of the railroad. They're usually just museum things, right? So. This is a lot of gondola, but the M420, it's pretty good. Alrighty. So because you guys requested the Angus, we got the Angus on there. Why did the sound to that one never turn on? I guess I never turned it off. That's why. Oh well. Yeah, I find that, like, I mean, that's part of the reason why I needed to get my mainline done, is because a lot of the time, I just want to be able to run trains and you know, have that level of fun, you know? I'm okay with doing all the other stuff, and I'm going to continue doing all the other stuff, but if I'm not running trains, then it's like, what is this all really for? So, try to run trains when you can. You know, try to set up a 4 or 8 foot long piece of track that you can just zip trains along back and forth, or set up a little switching thing, which is quick and out of the way, and then work on the layout full time, you know. Hey Delta, good afternoon. I know you're saying good morning, I don't know where you're located, but we're just after 1 o'clock here, but a quarter after 1. And we're running trains today. We've got this gondola train here, pulled by an M420. Most of it is O&R cars, but whatever. And we've got an O&R wide vision caboose on the end. And then, down on the bottom level, we've got... It's rolling through here, Intermountain Tier 4 Gevo pulling grain, Canadian grain. If that doesn't make you want to take a shot of maple syrup, I don't know what will. You can see me all the way down here. Trains are happening all the way up there. I gotta get this second line here done too. There's some areas where I need to pour some water, and I don't have the water pouring stuff yet. I want to make sure that the area is good before I do that. But I'm starting to work more on the top level now, trying to finalize things and get more things in place, which is, you know, good. Here comes the Caboose, pulling up the rear. I don't know if you can see, but on the other side of these cars here, there's another grain car. That's a weathered grain car. I just noticed. I forgot one. Oh well. The SD30 Ecos, yes, in CP. A friend of mine who works close with Bowser, basically he had gone to the head office or whatever there, and he took some photos for me of the production samples. I don't know if they're the final ones or if they're just the early samples or not, but they look amazing. Obviously, I don't collect a lot of CP, so you don't normally see CP on my layout, but for the guys that do, like Bubs is a huge CP guy. He's got all the CP, and I'm pretty sure he's got a couple of those on order, and he'll probably bring them by, knowing him. But I'll have to wait. I have to wait for him to get it in order for me to actually run them. So. But they do look awesome. James has 2 of them on order. Good choice, good choice. It's always good to know somebody on the inside, absolutely. Because I am a huge fan of Bowser and, the locomotives that they do, I can honestly say that, they're going to be very solid, just like most of their other stuff that they've done. I've had quite a few Bowser in my day, and I have a couple on the layout right now that are Bowser. And I'm sure that they won't be my last either. It's just the Bowser cars, like, their rolling stock is weird. It's like huge downgrade from their locomotives. It's weird. Like they're putting 110 into their the locomotives, but their rolling stock is like 30%. So it's just it's tough. I'd sooner have a Walthers than a Bowser at that point in the rolling stock department. However, the prices are decent, but, I live by a very, I don't know what you'd call it, but basically, when it came to getting tattoos and stuff, I always saw a picture on the wall that said, cheap tattoos aren't good, but good tattoos aren't cheap. And it's the exact same thing with most other things. So when it comes to locomotives, if you want a good locomotive, you're going to end up paying. However, when it comes to the different brands, I find that with Bowser, they're always on par with what I'm willing to spend to still maintain that type of quality, which is usually in and around the 300 mark. You can still get some Bowser locomotives with sound for under 300. Here in Canada anyways, and they're top notch, where some other brands or manufacturers, you're looking closer to like 400 for something that's pretty decent. So who knows, but I mean, I know that over the last couple of years money has been tight with a lot of people, so people become more aware and more concerned where their dollar is going and how they're investing it. And for all of us, where our investment goes into model railroading, you want to make sure that you're getting what your dollar is worth and, more, right? It's always to get something more than what it's worth. And I just find with Bowser, you're paying a standardized price, but you're getting way more. I don't know, it's just how it is. I don't want to get all preachy on you, but if you've never ever tried a Bowser, go to your local store, go to your local hobby shop. If they carry Bowser and they have a test track, ask if you can try it out. They might let you, depending on, you know, the store, of course. You want to be respectful of their, you know, how they run things, right? But typically they'll let you try it before you buy it. Be your own judge. You know, I do reviews on here and I let you know what I think, but I'm just one guy and I've got my preferences, and the next guy is not going to always agree with me, or they might have a bad experience with a manufacturer. People have had bad experiences with Rapido or other manufacturers. So have I. But I still love their products. I still, you know, I stand by their products. I'm not going to let one little bad thing ruin every other car or locomotive that they make. So, that's just how it is. With me, anyways. Like, this is an Intermountain locomotive here. And the first Intermountain locomotive that I purchased, it had peeling paint, and it didn't run all that well. But I still went out and got another one. You know, because that was like 7-8 years ago. They might be doing things differently now. Or it might have just been a shoddy, you know, build. Doesn't mean every single one is going to have chipped paint and or flaking paint and this and that. A lot of these cars that you're seeing rolling by here are Walthers. Walthers, you're not paying an arm and a leg for a Walthers, but they still look amazing. So it's all about putting your money where you find that it is most appropriate to spend that money. And you'll eventually work out what works for you. Randall has a C628 locomotive from Bowser. And he also has some of their ballast hoppers. He agrees that they do have some really good stuff. I can show you a wall right now. I probably will. I'm going to show you. And I'm going to let you know that this is like a majority of what I run. As soon as this train here goes by, I'll show you. It's a little dark. Maybe I can turn on a light. Okay, so this is just, I'm giving you an idea of what I like to run and the consistency behind that. Because, again, like when you find something that you really like and something that works for you, you know, that's what you're going to do, right? You're going to invest where your money is most appropriate. So when we take a look here, Rapido, 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 Rapido. These two are Atlas locomotives, which are really good. Atlas is very underrated for, you know, what they are. They have great detail and they run really well. However, because these are much older, these are at least 6 or 7 years old. The sound, QSI or whatever it is terrible. Now, I could always change it over to, you know, lock sound or whatever, but it already has sound. I don't care that much. They run great together, but whatever. And then you've got all the cars as well, which is all Rapido. You've got I don't know if you can see it, you can't really see it, but the stuff on the bottom there, that's a Walthers F40, which runs really well. And the Walthers passenger cars, that again work really well. Low price point. And then of course you've got the steam generator car. Don't look at that because it's terrible. But you know, this is roughly what I'm saying here, right? Like, besides the fact that, you know, no other company makes LRC cars. I mean, there's other companies that make bi-level Go Transit cars, but they're not as good. They're not as detailed. This is all accurate stuff. And it's like, why not? Like, this is where my investment goes to. Again, that's just me, but, you know, that's how it is. Why would you invest in something that doesn't work for you? You know? Now I've got to find where the locomotives are. Oh, one's coming up there. And one is going this way. A lot of the new Walthers stuff, though, when you buy a Walthers locomotive now, it all comes with lock sound. So QSI, which was, I'm pretty sure, good for the time, like, it might work well, but it just doesn't, like, the Athearn ones sounded very muffled, so I don't appreciate them as much as anything I have that has lock sound. Yep, that's true, James. It also depends on the manufacturer. I find that a lot of stuff, you know, reselling it, the resale value goes up. A great example of that is literally anything from Trueline, especially the the Caboose, where, you know, you'll pay $90 for it, and now you can find them for like $300 or more, just for a Caboose. It's not a brass Caboose. You can find a brass Caboose for less than what you'd get the Trueline Trains version for. And then for some reason, a lot of people will buy, let's say, Rapido stuff, because Rapido doesn't make a lot of stock. They'll make enough that they can move it and they'll sell it. But once it's gone, and you're depending on finding it online somewhere or secondhand. And secondhand usually means that somebody purchased a bunch of them just to resell. And they're going to sell it for $100 more or $200 more because they can. And someone will pay that too. It's that, or, you know, don't get it at all, right? Which kind of sucks, but what can you do? Well, we had a lot of people stop by today, and that's pretty awesome because you know, these lives are kind of hit and miss with you know, viewers and, you know, who's available midday, midweek. But it's really appreciated that everybody stopped by and hung out for definitely more than an hour, almost 2 hours, and we had a couple of blips there. Speaking of blip, and I think it's the M420. Come on. Why? Get on the rail. Okay. That was a pain. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, had a couple of blips. You know, there was a couple with the stream as well. My internet's not perfect, but whose internet is perfect, right? Either way. So just a heads up. Tomorrow night, tomorrow being Thursday, Third Rail Thursday, it is the first Thursday of the month. So we will be over on Tim's channel. They make it like that, and he'll probably be doing some sort of graffiti type thing, but we'll keep the conversation going. We'll be talking lots about the hobby and growing even more as a community, because I think that's a big part of this. You know, we're a huge community and we're getting even bigger. So there's always something to talk about and something to share, something to show, something to graffiti and weather. That's for sure. I have a long way to go still. Yeah, there's so much. But now the next Sunday, this coming weekend is actually Canadian Thanksgiving. I'm in Canada, if that wasn't apparent. But Sunday, I normally do the Sunday brunch build. I don't think we'll be doing it this Sunday. I might do a live on Saturday, but I do have a layout update video to do and put out. So watch for that. I'll probably be doing that within the next 24-48 hours. I'm sure you'll see it probably by Friday. And then, yeah, one more thing. I got mine yesterday. It actually showed up. Thanks, Amazon, for denting my box here. There's a bunch of us. See this kit here. So a bunch of us, starting at the end of October, I want to say it's the 23rd. I'm just going to check my calendar here real quick. The 23rd, which is in 2.5 weeks. In 2.5 weeks, on the Sunday brunch kit build, we're going to start the Sunday brunch, where we're all going to, build this kit. We all got the same kit, and you're going to see several different versions of this kit being built. It should be good, because it might not be a hobby shop kit. It'll be a hobby shop kit, but somebody might not do it as a hobby shop. So it'll be fun to see what everybody comes up with. And again, I can't stress it enough. Big apology to the N-Scale guys who might have wanted to get in on this. The next kit we do, I'm going to make sure that it's available in both HO and N-Scale, so no one is left out, except for the G-Scalers. You guys are going to have to sit down. But we'll make sure that it's available in HO and N-Scale for the next one, which might be, early next year. We might do that sooner than later, but we'll try this one out, see how it goes. You guys can join in, you guys can watch, you guys can build from home, and while you're watching us do our thing. But it's open to anybody who wants to do this. You still have lots of time to place your order for one of these from your local hobby shop. Otter Valley Railroad, I asked them to get a couple of extra in. I think they're like $29 for something like that. 29 or 35, $29 to $35, somewhere in that range. You'll be able to get one in, and you can join on in with us and build a cool kit, and then throw it on your layout. I know that James has one. Wigwag, I don't know if Wigwag is still here. Did you get one? Did you get yours yet? Because I think he said that his is on the way. Mike got one. Bub's got one. We all got one. So, but they ran out, because when they got theirs, it was only 3. So I had to get mine separately. So mine just showed up. So we're all ready to go. We're ready to go. Hopefully you guys are ready to go as well. And it'll be a blast. So other than that, Wigwag is in. Perfect. So, it's not like a competition or anything. There's no bragging rights, just guys doing what we do and sharing that with everybody else. So, it'll be a good watch for sure. Other than that, at the end of the month, we have Keeping Track, where you guys will be able to see and get all the information. If you guys want some awesome decals just like this, some vinyl decals, I'll give you all the information so that you can deck out your layout too, so everyone knows where to get that. And also the Halloween episode of GV After Dark, which is also the season finale. That'll be happening at the end of the month, this month, and then we're going into season 5, which pretty crazy if you think about it. Been doing that for 5 years. 5 years GV After Dark. That's crazy. So, other than that, it's the middle of the week. We're halfway there, guys. And we don't have too much more to go. And then everyone will have a weekend, more or less. But until then, guys, have yourselves a great rest of your week. I'm Go Veer, Go Home. If you don't already like or subscribe, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody and all the GVO crew. You guys are definitely keeping this thing afloat here. So, yeah. And happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all my fellow Canadians. And I know that the Americans are at the end of the month, so you'll have to hold off on that stuffing just a little bit longer. So, you guys have yourselves a great week. Thanks for coming out. Have a good one. I have a train to catch, though.